What's up, everybody? It is past 10 o'clock on a Friday night. What are you doing? Well, I'm working still. So, and if you're a small business owner or going into business for yourself, get used to it, right? Anyways, so I'm just entering the days, the weeks, receipts into invoices into my QuickBooks, getting caught up. And then after I get to do all that, making sure I'm caught up on all my approved and non-approved work for the week as well on the list over there. Then you get, once you think you have enough, some time to yourself, then you're like, oh, that's right, I've got to keep building my website for the new company name and all that good stuff. So it's a work in progress, really it is. So the main thing about this video is we went to a job that I'm gonna start next month. Well, not even next month, the month after, actually, November. This is still September, so we're still probably 5 weeks away. But I did, since the lumber costs are so ridiculous right now, I went ahead and just purchased the materials I needed that I didn't want to have to pay a crazy amount. I'm already paying double, but in case the price is triple, I don't want to pay those prices. So of course I already have a deposit signed contract for this customer. And so I just obviously used their money to purchase their materials and basically just delivered them to their property. Obviously, I charged a fee for that, so that's just money earned from that approved estimate already. So, but I've been dealing. The customer is actually the wife of the family, or the wife is who I've been dealing with almost exclusively. She wasn't home, so I was dealing with the husband, which I have not had too many. Maybe 5 or 6 like brief moments of conversation with him, but obviously multiple almost hours of conversation walking through the job site. It's a full basement build with her, and he said that gave us a great compliment, saying that it's great working with a very professional company. And then for me, I was like, is he talking about us? Like, what? So of course he was, but he explained that last couple contractors he hired completely ghosted him and took his money and ran, which is kind of crazy because one is a pretty large outfit. So it gets to the point like you can sue them to get your money back, but I mean, how much is your time worth, kind of thing. So he just said it's great working with a professional and seeing that there's some progress. And I'm assuming the deposit that they gave me was pretty large because I required a large deposit because they're paying for materials and partial labor up front. So it was a pretty large deposit. Nobody likes stroking those 5-figure checks, but they called me for work, right? So, and obviously I'm ahead of schedule as far as delivering materials, and it was just nice that they could see that it was nice to see that the contractor just didn't disappear, that I showed up and unloaded a cube of 2x4s. Technically it's not a cube, but a grip of them for sure. I think there's pretty good amount. Anyways, because it's a basement, and it was kind of nice having a small conversation. He's still kind of not my type as far as customer, but his wife is. They are the absolute ideal customer. Price is really not a concern up to a certain point. It's about showing up on time, basically acknowledging their requests and letting them tell me what they want to do with their it's their project, not mine. And that's how it worked. So, and that's how I usually try to, I just basically shut up and let them talk. I don't overshare. I don't want to be vague. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to be like, a creeper who doesn't talk at all. But I ask them an open-ended question, let them talk. So that's basically it. We are slammed with work. All that over there, I don't think you can see it, which is probably good. But that's all approved work. It's in the books, ready to go. And I've got to get another little dry erase board for stuff estimates I've sent out that I've not yet been approved or denied. I think I'm probably going to do that, but it is what it is. I have a couple guys extra that have actually, so far, this is their first day, doing pretty good, showing some promise. So hopefully it works out for sure. Subcontractors, not employees. So let's get that. They are strictly subcontractors. We're not going to do any full-time employees right now for the rest of the year, at least. I like the two of us. It's working out pretty good for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much I've had a couple other customers this week. Two other jobs approved. One, you could tell that the cost was the cost was the main thing. He lives in this current subdivision, and my price, I know my price is a little high for this area, but he said he could deal with his own debris removals. He doesn't want to pay for the debris removal, which was $250, which is actually great because, I mean, yeah, it's still profit, $250, but all we have to do is yank down some fascia board and some other stuff and just chuck it in his yard. I mean, it's super easy, and he has to deal with it. So, yeah, good luck with that. So, and some of these boards are 16 foot long. So, well, some of them are anyway, because we're taking out the entire board and replacing it, not just cutting it and hodgepodging it together. So, yeah, super day and a half job. And I bid it at two days worth of labor, so just in case something happens where it takes us a little extra time. Another job I think I talked about last video, pain in the butt area to get into with the trailer. So the job itself is just hanging a TV, running a little bit of electrical work and a coax. So at most it's going to be probably 3 hours, but being that the job is kind of a pain in the butt, and it's crawl space. It's like 40, 50 feet of crawl space just to get to the location where we need to run those lines. I bid it at an entire day because that's my rate. I don't want to. Money is a life, like is the blood of any business, and I can do pretty much any job as long as I'm making the money that I want to make for that. So I don't want to be underneath a 24-inch crawl space, making bare $40-$50 an hour, and having my employee there as well, just that overhead. So it's got to be worth my time. Like any job, it's got to be worth your time. So I made it made it worth my time. Take it or leave it. They said it looked great. Now, when can you do it? And that's how it works. So that's also in the books. It's up there as well. That's pretty much it. But customers ask all the time, hey, is that the best price you can do? And your answer is that's the only price that we can do, really, unless you want to adjust the scope of work, higher or lower. If you don't want to do, you don't want to do all this painting, you don't want to do all this flooring, you don't want to do all this, but the price is not negotiable for the exact same amount of work. It's just not and I say this in almost all videos, don't negotiate on prices. That's telling the customer, for one, your prices are too high in the first place, and two, they can negotiate for everything, which that's not what you want to do. So next thing is, I've been getting a lot of compliments about showing up on time, and I mean, obviously I don't look, I'm not dapper. I'm not, this is what I wear. I was like, hey, I'm here to give you an estimate, or I'm here to walk the job site before I collect a deposit, take it or leave it, kind of. I don't try to stink, and at least my hair might be a little better, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't have a suit, so I'm not wearing a suit. So that's all I got for this video, guys. It's late, but we got to keep working. Let me know if you guys are still working Friday night, and I'll post this video. Keep working. Thanks, guys.